Welcome to Bob in the Garden, Episode 4.
It's Bob in the garden, that's a picture of Bob cooking chicken, and this is a temporary theme song for Bob in the Garden! Boom! And then the explosion. That's how you do a theme song.
Let's get to it. There were a few people who were disappointed from last week's episode when I spent the entire night in the garden to try to figure out what was eating my vegetables, and we never figured it out by the end of the episode. It's like watching 24 and not knowing who's trying to kill Jack Bauer by the end of the episode. Well, I'll tell you who's trying to kill Jack Bauer. Ground squirrels. I don't think it's bunnies. I don't think they can get in here. I say it's got to be ground squirrels. So I'll try to figure out how to deal with that. If I have to, I'll do those little have-a-heart traps and trap them or something, move them somewhere else. I don't want to shock them. Some people are saying put up an electric fence. I don't want to do that. There's a whole flock of parrots over there right now. I want to get them on camera. If I can get them on camera, I'll show you. But they're green parrots, and they're flying all over around here. Anyway, let's do the rest of this gardening episode. Parrots are cool. I tried to write a theme song this week without the ability to sing at all and only a minor ability to play the ukulele. I didn't come up with anything that I liked, so maybe next week I'll have some sort of decent theme song. But in the meantime, you guys can look at some of my failed attempts. Here's one.
This is Bob's Garden Show. You can watch Bob's garden grow. He will plant some salad greens and some beets and some peas.
Sounds like a boring cartoon.
Every time I come down here, I feel like a master gardener because I have all these green things coming up. And I had my first harvest today. A whole big group of weeds. Real nice crop this year. They seem to be doing very well under my care. And now the garden looks less green than it did. The real exciting news about today, though, weed salad, right?
I mean regular weeds, not marijuana. Jeez, you bunch of drug addicts.
I'm thinking about pulling up some of these tomato plants pretty soon to make room for something else. This one behind me and some other ones are still producing and doing all right, but we're at the end of tomato season. I've got some down there that are brown, and they're done. So I want to plant something else there. I don't know what, though. I got tons of seeds. Is it too late in the season to be planting? I don't think it is, but tell me what you think. What should I put in the ground over there?
Well, it's a garden show that I shoot myself. I get up early and I have no help. I go outside with the frogs and toads and I put my cell phone on video mode.
I didn't get a lot of feedback from last episode on what to do about this cold weather. I'm in a little microclimate. I'm in a canyon in between Malibu and Agora, and it gets way colder in this little area than anywhere else around here. We're going to have a number of days below freezing in the wintertime. So my question is, are the plants that I planted going to freeze? I mean, I planted all winter crops, but is it going to be too cold even for them? So here's what I'm thinking of doing, is draping plastic over this fence and running it across the garden bed to make a little greenhouse. Do I even need to do that? And if so, do you think that's going to work? I think it would, using the fence as framework. That was my mom's idea. So tell me what you think about that. Do I need to do that? Am I going through a lot of trouble for nothing? Let me know what you think. That's a tomato that I just picked. It's delicious. I got a great tip from Gardening in Iowa on the YouTube page, and that is to plant grass in between your crops so that you have a space to walk on. That's a great idea. I think I'm going to do it next time I plant, and what I'll do is put a strip of grass right down the middle of both these beds so I can walk down the middle and work on both sides. Cool idea. Thanks, Gardening in Iowa.
Well, it's Bob in the garden, so I beg your pardon if I'm taking up your time that you'd otherwise be doing something more productive. That's pretty solid. That sums up the show right there.
So let me know your thoughts on my idea to cover the garden in plastic over the winter. And also, is it too late in the season right now to be planting more things? I've got the room, and I'd like to put something else in. So if it's not too late in the season, what do you think I should put in the ground? What do you think will do well? Anyway, thanks so much for watching my video blog, And thank you for your comments, and I'll see you next week.
Gardening is a difficult endeavor, especially when you don't know what you're doing. That's why Bob relies on you, the viewer of his YouTube page, to help him along the way whilst he tries to grow his vegetable.
I'm real sorry about that.